Alright, today we're doing dividing fractions and mixed numbers. Hopefully you remember what we learned on multiplying fractions because you're going to use some of it today. First thing we got to remember is, how do you change a whole number to a fraction? We learned this with the multiplying. Ben, put a 1 under it, right? So, put a 1. It's supposed to be a 1. Under whole number to make a fraction or frat. So if I have 7, what do I get if I want to make a fraction?
7 over 1.
7 over 1, right? It's that easy. What if I have 1,237?
You do 1,237 over 1.
Right, Tucker. So no matter what my number is, over 1 makes it a fract, right? Alright? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to learn a little bit of a new word. The word is reciprocal. Anybody heard that before?
No.
Alright, so the reciprocal, all it is the turning over of a fraction. Okay, so you have a fraction and you're just going to flip it. So it's, we'll just put flip a frat or a fraction.
What about flipping in proper fraction?
So if I had that 7 over 1 and I wanted the reciprocal, what is it? Just 1 over 7. Everybody see that? And what if I have 3/4?
4/3.
4/3. Good job. So the reciprocal is just flipping it, okay? So now let's get to the steps of dividing. The first thing we're going to do is the same as we did first step in multiplying. What was that? Anybody remember? Ron.
Make sure the whole numbers are 1 and
Well, to make sure, what form do we have all the numbers in? Fraction form, right? So put in fraction form. And then what if I have a mixed number? What do we do?
change the whole number to a improper.
What was that, Parker?
Loop-de-loop.
Loop-de-loop? Or loopy-loop? What are you going to say? So, if I had 2.5, how do I do it? How do I loop-de-loop it into a fraction?
2 times 2 is 4.
2 times 2 is 4.
Plus 1 is 5.
Plus 1 is 5. Over what? Colton?
2.
2, right? So that's easy. So the first thing I do is put in fraction form. And like we said, if it's a whole number, you just put it over 1, right? Put a 1 under it. And then if it's a mixed number, loop-de-loop. Alright, now step 2 is we write down the first fraction. Okay, so if you look over at this first example, so what we'll do first is write down the first fraction, so just write down the 1/2. Okay, now pay attention, this is where it changes a little from what you probably expected and what we've already learned. The next thing you do is change the divide sign to a times sign, multiplying. So we're going to go change it from division to multiplication. So over here, the divide becomes times. Okay? So far, we put them in frac form. We've wrote down the first one. We've changed the divide to multiply. Now here's where the reciprocal comes into play. You're now going to flip or write down the reciprocal of the second number. So we'll put flip the second frac. And then put reciprocal. Okay, so that second frac's 2/3. So what's the reciprocal? Cody?
Wait, what?
What's the reciprocal of 2/3?
3/2.
3/2. Good job. So 3/2. So now my new equation looks like that. 1/2 times 3/2. Now what do you think we do next? Just multiply, right? Just like we did. So now multiply. And what do we do? Huh? Top times top. Top times top and bottom times bottom, just like we did last week. And then the last was what? I heard someone already say it. What do we always do last? Simplify if we can. What was that? You could. You could. Good way to tie that together. Everybody hear what Watt said? He said once I got it to here, if it's possible, could I cross simplify on a problem before I multiply it? And yes, you can. Once you get it to here, you can do exactly the steps that we learned last week with multiplying, okay? So let's do this one. Can we cross simplify this one? What? No. So what do I do? Huh? Just multiply. So 3 over 4. What do you got, Bryce?
How do you know the
The reciprocal?
Yeah.
How do you know? Because anytime it's dividing fractions, what you end up doing,
Like, do you do it every time? Or
Yeah,
will it tell you?
no, every time, if it says division, here's the way to remember division, what we're going to call it. So you're going to, oh,
Like, would it work if you flipped the first one instead?
no, oh, that's right. That's where people get confused too. Good question, Todd. Do not flip the first one. It's always the one that comes after the division symbol that's going to be flipped. So the way we're going to remember it, and we stole this, me and Coach Jordan did it from Miss Jones, is keep it, switch it, and flip it. Alright? We're going to keep the first fraction. You're going to switch the symbol from divide and multiply, and then you're going to flip the last fraction. And from there, you just solve it. There you go. Keep it, switch it, flip it.
Sound
Right
like that bop
Wait,
it
so
stuff.
when you do all that, then you just multiply?
Then you just solve it like we did last week with multiplying. You got it, Tuck. So is this going to be very hard today?
No.
Really? As long as you remember the keep it, switch it, flip it, right? So can I simplify 3/4?
Yes, sir.
So that's just the answer on that one, huh? So alright, let's try some more examples. 3/4 divided by 9/10. Yvonne, what's the first thing that I'm supposed to do? Frac form. Do we need to change anything or are we good?
We're good.
We're good. Alright? Now what, Tuck?
Like the first fraction now.
We're going to keep it, huh? So 3/4. Now what, EA?
You're going to switch the divide side to the side.
So we're going to switch it. And then last, Erwie,
Oh, flip it, sorry.
flip it. So what are we going to put?
10 over 9.
10 over 9. And what do I do now?
Time.
Huh?
Times.
Just multiply, right?
Yeah.
So, or what could I do on this one? Why? Cross what? Cross multiply? Cross simplify, right? So let's show how to do that, just so we get an example of that, since you pointed that good idea out. So what do you want to do here? The 9 and the 3, what do you want to take out of them?
3.
Divide by 3. Divide by 3, what are you left with? 1 up there, 3 down there. Anything else?
And 4 and 10.
The 4 and the 10?
2.
You want to take the 2 out of them? No. Did you like that noise? The marker wouldn't work for me. So what do I end up with here? 5. Down there? 2. So what's my new fractions? 1/2 and 5/3, right? So now, what do I do? 1 times 5? 2 times 3?
6.
6. Anything left, or is that it?
6.
That's it.
How would this be?
Because we switched, right? Because we flipped it, huh? Alright. Ross, what's the first thing I gotta do on this top one up here?
Make the whole number of fracts and put a fract bar and put a
Okay. Good job, ma'am. Cody, what next?
Switchy.
What?
Wait, what?
Switch what?
What?
What's first? Ross put it in frac form. So we're done with step 1. So now we go to the keep it,
Write down
switch
the
it,
first
flip it part. So what's first?
Write down the first one.
Alright, so 3/1. Kirsty, what's next? So switch this. And last, Colton,
Flip it.
flip it. So 2/1. So now I just multiply it, right? Right, Mary? So what do I get?
6/1.
6/1, and what is that?
6.
It's just 6. Is 6/1 right though? It's right.
It's not simplified.
It's probably not simplified as far as we need to, because next year they're going to want you to say just 6, right? Because we're not going to ever say, yeah, I have 6 ones, right? You just say I have 6 of something, huh? Okay, Ethan, what about this last one on this board?
Put 2/1.
2/1. Make it in frac form, right? Hayden, what next?
Write the first one down.
Write it down. And now, McGee, what next?
Switch it.
Switch it. Last leave on. Flip it, right? So 1/2. And from here, what do you want to do?
4.
You want to just multiply it because they're already pretty small?
Yeah.
So you get 4 times 1?
4.
4. 5 times 2?
10.
10. Done?
Simplified.
Ooh, simplified. What do you want to do?
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2? And I get
2/5.
2/5. Is this hard?
No.
As long as I remember what little catchy saying.
Keep it, switch it.
Keep it, switch it, flip it. And after that, it's just what we've already done, right? Top times top, bottom times bottom.
Yeah.
So move to this board. Now what do you notice on these problems? Ooh, mixed numbers. Does that scare us? Bother us? Still easy. What do we do? Loopy loop, right? Which one first? What do you want to do? So what does it change to? 11 over 2. And I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite it for now. Now this one.
4.
There's only 3 people know how to do this? How come that's all I hear? Now what? Bring down the first one, right? Keep it. Switch it. Flip it. Good job. So now what? Just go across, huh? 11 times 4? 44. Over 14. Am I done? Simplify. Now right here, there's 2 different orders you could simplify. First we could do the simplify, divide some out of it, right, to make it smaller, and then we could change it to a mixed number, right? Or I could do it the opposite. I could go ahead right now, see what 14, how many times it go into 44, get a mixed number, and then simplify. Which one do you want to do first? I'd do the simplifying first, right, because it's divide by smaller numbers, right? That'll help you a lot on some on the paper we'll do today, because some of them you're going to get a big answer before you simplify. So what do you want to do to this? Divide by 2. What do I get? What do I get, Tuck?
22.
22
7.
over 7. Now what? It's improper. Can we leave it like that?
No.
Divide.
Divide it, right? The
Top.
what? The top into the bottom. The bottom into the top, right? I think you're thinking right. You just said it wrong, huh? So, Anna, how many times will 7 go into 22? 3? And what's 3 now? That's my whole number, right? 3. What do I have left over? Where does it go? On top? Over 7. Done. Bryce, what do I need to do with this one?
They 4 1/5 divide the fraction.
Okay, let's do it.
1 31/5.
Over 5.
And do the same with 1 2 6 7
Number 3, good job. Now, Ron, what's the next part?
just multiply.
What? I don't have a multiplication symbol yet.
Oh.
So what I need to do first? I need to do my keep it, switch it, flip it, right? So what am I doing first, Ron? Pull down on the first one, right? Alright, now what?
Switch it.
Huh? Switch it. And last?
Flip it.
Flip it.
Do the same.
What do y'all want to do now?
Multiply.
You want to multiply or cross simplify?
Simplify.
It'll make it a little easier on us, huh? Could you go ahead and multiply if you want, though? Okay, so y'all want to cross simplify. What do you want to cross simplify?
7.
What do you want to do?
7.
How about 7? So this is now 1, 3. So now let's do it. What do you get? 9? 9 over 5. We done? Well, we can't. Can we simplify it any further down? What can we change it to? Bottom to the top to make a mixed number, right? So 5 into 9. 1. What's left over? 4? Over what? 5. What do you got, Tucker? Ooh, good question. Why did I only cross simplify one pair is what Tucker asked. Can these two cross simplify? 3 and 5? Do I have to cross simplify all of them? No, I don't have to, right? Just if there's a pair that are across from each other that will. Good question, Tucker. Do you understand now? I'm sure some other people were wondering that. It's alright. This last one, what do I have to do? 3 over 1, right? So 3 over 1 divided by,
8. No, 4.
what am I going to do here? Loopy loop?
8.
8, 9, 9 over 2. I'm done? Now I can work it? No?
Bring down the 3 over 1.
Oh, keep it, switch it, flip it, right? Keep it,
Multiply.
multiply,
Then
flip it. Now I can do it, right?
Cross simplify 3 and 9.
Oh, we could cross simplify, right? Or can we just go ahead and do it too if I wanted? Let's just go ahead and do this one for the people who don't cross simplify, because some of us do and some don't. So what do I get if I just go ahead and do it?
6 over 9.
6 over 9, which is what? Can I simplify that?
Yes.
To what?
2/3.
2/3. Because I just took a 3 out of both. If I had cross simplified, what would I have ended up with? This would have been 1, and that's 3. So then I want to add 1 times 2. 2. 1 times 3. 3. So I got the same answer, huh? Everybody see how that works? Alright, let's look at the backboard now, do a little algebra real quick on these. Good to go, Tuck?
Yes, sir.
Someone read that. Ron, read that.
Find the value of each expression.
And then what?
A equals 2/3, B equals 4, C equals 2.5.
Alright. So what does that really mean? Find the value of each expression.
Solve it.
Just solve it, right? It's just their fancy, long-worded way of saying solve it. So the first one I have A over B. What type of math is that? Huh? Dividing, right? What is that really saying?
2/3
divided by 4.
So it's really saying, well, it's really saying A divided by B, right? And y'all went ahead and filled in. So it's really 2/3 divided by 4. So now I just do what we've been doing, huh? So Ethan, what's the first thing you want to do?
Turn 4 into a fraction.
How do I do that?
Put a 1.
Put a 1 under it. Alright. Huh? Now keep it, right? So 2/3.
And then I'll switch it.
Switch it to times.
Flip it.
And flip it. And now it's easy, huh? 2 times 1, 3 times 4. 12. Simplify to what?
6.
Divide by 2.
Divide by 2.
1/6.
1/6. Easy, right? Now B divided by C. What does that really tell me, Hayden?
4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2.
4 divided by 2.5. What do I need to do, Yvonne? Put it in correct form. How do I do it? Huh? Oh, well, this, okay. Luke, you look on this one. What do I get? 4, 5 over 2, right? What about this one? How do I get it in frac? Put a 1 under it, right? So now it's 4 over 1. So now I have this in frac form. Okay? Now what, Tuck?
You you could cross simplify 4 and 2, but
Oh, can I cross simplify yet?
No.
Why not? Because I haven't.
Flip it.
What do I have to do first?
Oh,
Okay,
you
keep
didn't.
it, switch it, flip it first,
Yeah.
right? So what does this turn into? I'm going to keep it times, switch it,
2/5.
2/5. Now, can I cross simplify?
No, sir.
No, so what all do I have left?
Bottom by bottom and
Multiply.
top by top.
What do I get?
8/5.
8/5. I'm done?
No.
Ooh, who said yeah? Why am I not done? What kind of fraction do I have?
Oh,
Do we ever
improper.
leave it improper? So what do we got to do? What do I get? If I do bottom and the top. It'll go 1. How many left over? 3 over 5. Last one. C divided by A plus B. So C is 2.5 divided by 2/3. And then plus 4. What do you want to do first? PEMDAS, right? So what does PEMDAS say that we do first? Is there any parentheses?
No.
Exponents.
No.
Multiplying.
No.
Yes.
Divide. There's not multiplying yet. There's going to be, right, when we keep it, switch it, flip it. But right now it's divide. So, alright, so first though, what do I have to do? if I'm going to divide.
Make them a fraction.
Make it a fraction, so
5/2.
this is now 5 over 2. What am I going to, so I'm going to keep it, right?
Yes, sir.
What am I switching?
Divided times. And then flip 2/3 to 3/2.
Alright, 5 times 3?
15.
15. 2 times 2? 4. What do I need to do? Cody. 15 over 4. What's wrong with that?
It's improper.
So what are we going to do?
Divide.
Right. Divide what though?
Bottom and top.
Bottom and the top. So what do you get? How many times 4 into 15? 3? What's left over?
3.
3's left over. Over. And I'm done. Right? No. What's left? Oh, we gotta be careful, huh? They'll try to do that. So what's left to do? Add 4?
7 and 3/4.
Do I need to change 4 to a fraction?
No.
No, right? So what do I get?
7 and
7 and 3/4. Is hard? What do we gotta remember? What's this saying we stole from Miss Jones?
Switch it.
Keep it, switch it, flip it. Alright, kill it, man.